Yo, what's up, everybody? Couple days ago, maybe a week ago or so, we discussed two European... Oh my god, phone. Shush. We discussed a couple of European tournaments that were going down. One hosted by G2 Esports, another one by Samsung Odyssey, their new monitors, all that kind of stuff. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the G2 Eurocup. For those that don't know, G2 ended up running a European Cup where teams similar to the Intel World Open are playing for their region. This is sponsored alongside Philips, Adidas, and PaySafeCard, G2 sponsors. They ran roughly like a just shy of like $6,000 tournament. Exact amount is $5,871.44. Don't know how it came to be 49.50 euros. I don't know why they didn't just do 5,000. Beats me. But we've got 8 teams competing. We've got France, Germany, Spain, England, Netherlands, Switzerland, Italy, and Wales. And the results might surprise you. What's up, everybody? Lawler here, inside source for Rocket League stuff. Going to be talking about the G2 Euro Cup. Before we get into that, just a little bit of a breakdown of how this all worked. This is 8 invited national teams that signed up with their regions, as I mentioned in the intro. It is a double elimination bracket that all went down on the 9th, a handful of days ago. All the matches in the upper bracket are best of 5s. All the matches in the lower bracket, including the loser final, was a best of 3, and then the upper finals and the grand finals are best of 7s. The team coming from the upper finals also get a 1-game advantage, so not doing a bracket reset, just saying, hey, you're from the winner bracket, you ended up progressing to the grand final, you automatically start 1-0 in this best of 7. So interesting route. A lot of the reason this is done, as much as I hate best of 3s for Rocket League with competitive stuff on the line, they're trying to get this done. They're not trying to have this tournament go on forever. So again, I'm sure the broadcast talent, the production team, and everybody else involved does appreciate it. If you guys do want to go back and watch these VODs, you can do so. Link to everything that you need in the description down below. Make sure you guys go check it out if you want to follow along. But starting off, we're going to talk about the quarterfinals and then move our way through. You have Wales versus Italy, England versus Netherlands, which is probably one of the better matches, France versus Switzerland, and then Spain versus Germany. And that's where things started interesting. The German team was playing pretty well, which gets me really excited for the Intel World Open, where a lot of people have been looking at Germany. And it's like, maybe, I don't know. This one made me really excited. I did record earlier today talking about Intel World Open and didn't want to spoil it too much, but this Germany team, results-wise, has been turning some heads, and it's really excited to watch. Tox, Rizex, and Catalysm have got something special. They do end up beating Team Queso, VK Salin, Thamway, and Demensa 3-0, which just I did not expect. So pretty crazy stuff there. Otherwise, things as planned. France over Germany. France is Sizen, Prime, and Radosin, which is actually probably out of my like pickings of French teams, probably maybe like the fourth or 5th best French team I could probably come up with. And they still beat the Netherlands, which is Joria's Violent Panda and Matane. So not sure what happened there, but good job, France 4.0 or whatever. And that's me just not crediting them enough. Very talented players, obviously, on this French team. But you got people like Team Vitality and stuff coming out. Like, that's preferred. Either way. So England moves on to play Italy, and Germany goes on to play France, which France wins again. It is game 5, and every single game went to overtime. It was absolutely cracked. Really, really fun. And France does it in a reverse sweep. This series alone, if I can do the math, is what? Almost 14 minutes of overtime, like 13 and a half minutes of overtime, plus the other 5 matches that went down. It's pretty crazy. They essentially played a best of 7. It was actually nuts. So France-Germany was super exciting. Germany, despite looking really good against Spain, does fall to this French squad. French ends up moving forward. And between England and Italy, Italy has a rough time. They don't score a single goal. It is a perfect sweep from apparently Jack Hibbs and Ixo. Very talented roster. And quite successful. Cookser, Dead Monster, and Arju, which is the Italy team that was playing in IWO qualifiers that looked really good. Just can't find the back of the net. So well done by England and their defense. Also, maybe it's coming home. I don't know. The matches haven't happened yet for Euros, so we'll see how that goes. We then jump to the lower bracket, and as expected, Wales has a really rough time. They end up losing to Netherlands. Keep in mind, these are all best of 3s, so there could be a lot of upset potential. Could also be one of the situations where they just go by really, really fast. Best of 3s are very punishing if you can't really find your footing. I also really like best of threes in their own regard. Wavepunk likes these for a lot of the same reason, where after, like, every game is super important. First match, you're automatically on match point. Second game, you are either facing a reverse sweep or you win. Like, every game means something significant. So best of threes put a lot of pressure on, but for Rocket League, it just doesn't really work. Switzerland and Spain. Spain ends up going 0-2 and not winning a single game. Pretty surprising there. Switzerland ends up 2-0ing them moving forward. Switzerland is Squirrel, I think is how you pronounce it, but it's Squixxl. Don't know it. Mirror and Zafari. I only know Mirror and Zaf. They then go on to beat Italy, and Germany, after dropping from the semifinals, plays Netherlands and 2-0s them. So Germany then ends up going against Switzerland, which they 2-0 again. So looking to get the heavy hand and going quick. And then they go up against the French team, which finally they do get the revenge. They end up winning in the best of 3, which moves them into the grand finals, where in the winners finals, England and France played. So this French team starts off, beats Switzerland, beats Germany. Germany bounces all the way back to the lowers after France ends up losing to England in the winners finals in a best of 7, 3 OTs, super close. And then they lose in the revenge match. Pretty crazy. It's actually a really wild run. I thought that French team, after what we saw earlier, was going to be like, okay, they just barely lost to England. They should be able to take that best of 3. And they just got beat by Germany, who was looking good too. So we then get England and Germany. And after England looks like super impressive, they lose to Germany 4-1. They get swept. Like, they get only 2 goals scored. They almost get, like, completely perfectly swept. And the only game they did win was because they came from the upper bracket. Like, what the... like, this whole thing was just so surprising. Every time you thought a trend was going to happen, it stopped. Except for Germany. I don't know, man. It was wild. It was really fun to watch. But Germany does take it over England in a perfect sweep. England obviously getting the 1-game advantage from the upper bracket. But it was just every time I'm like, okay, England played really well. They should do a pretty good job in grand finals after this lower final. LOL JK, Germany wins. It's now Germany. Germany completely catches them off guard. It just goes to show play styles and stuff really make a difference when you come in and play a different style. So if you guys would like to watch those matches, again, I reiterate, the Liquipedia link is in the description. If you're going to go check out the VOD, you can do so. Maybe G2 will do some fun stuff on YouTube with highlights, possibly. I hope they do, because it was a fun tournament. But it is awesome to see more organizers or just people in general, whether it be esports organizations or other, hosting and running tournaments. I think it's really awesome. Pittsburgh Knights has been doing this. I think they've got another one coming up soon, which will be really cool. But Europe has always gotten the short end of the deal when it comes to, like, hosted tournaments. So glad to see that they are getting some of that love with both this one. We've also got the Samsung one coming up as well. So pretty cool stuff. Shoutouts to G2 running a Eurocup. It was a fun little, like, show matchy tournament that we didn't get, or I didn't really have an expectation of. So cool stuff there. Well done, G2. Congrats to Germany, England in 2nd, France in 3rd, and Switzerland in 4th. So fun stuff all around. Best of 3s are weird. But that is going to do it. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, as always, drop those in the comments down below. Again, I reiterate, if you'd like to check out the description for anything, I do stream every day on twitch.tv/Lawler, except for Tuesday and Sunday. If you guys want to come discuss and talk about some of these matches, maybe we'll do a watch party for some of these in the future as well, because there's a couple I didn't get to see that I would like to. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Thumbs up, subscribe, notifications. See you in the next one. Peace.